Hey everybody, if you subscribe, you'll be able to help out quite a bit, believe it or not. Now, here's a theory that a friend of mine has with me, kind of a group theory. Now, if AI is advanced as they are, now I've tested Brad from Google and not very impressed it's actually even AI, where it thinks beyond a reasonable doubt. From select questions, a group of three of us have given it, and it basically gives you one answer and you're like, okay, well, we know from the news and the media has admitted that is a fact. And basically, the question was, does the government control the weather? Controlling hurricanes, lightning, and stuff like that. The government has admitted they can control lightning and even direct it, actually. That was put out there for the public. You can research it yourself if you want, or care, or don't, whatever. Now, on the counteract of that is they have weather modifications, which has been patented by the government since the early 80s. They use them in the wars. They've used it in Vietnam. That's how we won the war, actually. But anyway, Brad says the government does not use or control the weather. But if you ask if there's weather modifications, he says, yes, of course there is. So it's like, depending on how you ask the questions, depends on how it answers. So I was like, yeah, that's baloney. But back to the point of the video. People actually are afraid of AI. Now, the government probably has 200 to 300 years worth of technology that, as for the public, we don't have access to. Because why? Why would we? It's their power. Now, here's the whole fact of it is, if AI is advanced, as people are getting worried about, and robotics can take most of our jobs, the basics, then basically we are going to be out of a lot of people who work. Now, if the main government people, high-ups, are into this, now comes to the second part of this video. They want population reduction. Because if AI is taking our jobs and they're going to have to use a universal income, which even the Arabs overseas, the Saudi Arabians, have said this now, that we'd have to pay the people to stay home if AI takes the jobs. But if they're going to have the basic stuff, then they're not going to have... They'll need some people to do what the robots don't need to do because it's more petty work. That's where depopulation comes in. Why pay universal income if you can just get rid of your people? Now, makes sense to me, honestly. It really does. I understand the concept. Now, the reasoning this video I made was, out of all the countries in the world, America has the only FDA approving the most amount of chemicals in the food that there is. And we are also one of the strongest Second Amendment states, countries in the world. So basically, let's poison the people that are the most able to protest and fight back. So, AI, robots taking over the jobs, depopulation, makes sense. I kind of feel it. So, do your own research. Deuces.